Welcome to Be the Father You Always Wanted. Today's episode talks about it's a daddy-daughter thing. Having three daughters, one thing I realize is this special relationship that dads have with their little girls. And through my wife, I saw something that made me really stand up as a father. You've always heard that, you know, as a father, you're the first relationship that your daughter has with a man. And you are the person who really teaches her about love. And through my wife, I actually have seen this exemplified with her relationship with her father. My wife loves her dad, and he's an amazing guy. And something that really that I learned was during a struggle part of our marriage. In 2008, I lost my job, and I was basically underemployed for 6 years. And my wife never lost faith in me. And this was so amazing. And as I looked at it, though, I saw that a lot of that came because of the trust and the love and the faith she had in her father. And I think this is a big issue in America today with so many families that don't have fathers. And now, let's keep it real. Some mothers and fathers and daughters and dads don't have that kind of relationship. What I'm trying to say is some fathers are not idolized. They're not, respected in that way because they've dropped the ball. Okay? And my father-in-law, in addition to being an amazing, loving man, he also was very, he's brilliant, probably the smartest guy I know, and he was very loving towards his daughter. So my wife has had her whole life 100% faith in her father. And so when I went through my rough patch, and I guess we went through our rough patch as far as employment, because she trusted her father and trusts her father so, I think she kind of passed that same trust on to me. And I gave her no reason not to. We have a great relationship. It's very loving. It's very honest. And again, I just saw this person who basically looked at me and believed in me and never stopped believing. And so, as a father, that inspired me with my daughters to try to live up to that example. And I think that's what dads, you don't have to be perfect. You just try your best to live up to that example. And I think some fathers and some men can get overly concerned. Like my father-in-law, some men I think would say, how do I measure up to him? It's not about necessarily measuring up to him. It's being your best self. It's deciding, making a decision that you're going to be your best self for your family. And in doing this, I think this establishes that special relationship and of respect with your daughters that is so important. Because if you're unreliable, if you're not a man of your word, if you're lazy, if you don't follow through, if you're not loving, if you're undependable, these things reflect how your daughter can feel about men. Okay? So, if you have daughters and even have sons, it's all the same. You basically have to be that father you always wanted, and you have to be the example. Because even if your daughter picks a jerk for a husband or boyfriend, in the back of her mind, she knows what a real man is about. And it's your job to be that real man. That's podcast for today. Have a great one. I look forward to hearing you, seeing you, smelling you soon. I'm Mark Clark.